GTA 5 is over 10 years old, and with the announcement of GTA 6 and the hype leading up towards that release, a lot of people have started going back into GTA or just reminiscing about GTA, because a lot of people, they stopped playing it a while ago, but they're still playing it every now and again. Now, today's video, I want to talk about how GTA changed from just being a regular video game about being a crime boss to being one where you're flying around on an oppressor. How we got there? Well, that's what I'm talking about in today's video. Now, in 2013, GTA 5 came out. It was one of the biggest game releases that the gaming world had ever seen. I remember everyone lining up, everyone sat outside their GameStop or their game or wherever shop it was that they were getting it from, staying overnight for that midnight release. 10 years down the line, GTA 5 is still going strong, and it is still one of the most popular games ever made. It compares with titans like Fortnite, like Candy Crush. Not sure how that's a titan, but Candy Crush, like Call of Duty, like FIFA. It competed with them all, and it still stuck out and stayed relevant for so long. I'd argue it's still quite relevant today, but nowhere near its prime days. However, why is that? Why has it gone past its prime? With it being such a good game, you're noticed by so many as one of their favorite games of all time. Why does GTA not hit the same? And that comes down to one very decision, being how the game developed. Starting off the early updates, you get a few cars, you get a few new missions, maybe you get a business here and there, and that would be the update. And every single update, you would look forward to whatever new cars would be coming out, whatever new ways to make money would be coming out, whatever ways to change the game would be coming out, and you'd be grinding so hard to be able to get that stuff. And then there was this one website called Warstock Cash and Carry. Now, Warstock Cash and Carry, I'm not going to fault it, okay? You understand what you got. You got the Rhino tank, you got a bus, you got a dump truck. Not quite sure how they're to do with Warstock stuff, but that's cool nonetheless. A $1 million dump truck. But as the game progressed, the stuff that got added into that website just got more and more ridiculous. And one update in particular absolutely ruined the things that got added, and that was the bunker update. Now, the bunker update added everything that the GTA did not want to be added to. It no longer stayed a game about committing crimes and becoming a crime boss. It now became a game of, I've got a better weaponized vehicle than you, and you don't. See, the progression into futuristic vehicles was slow. It was steady, but it was constant nonetheless. All the time, every single update, there were slight additions. And then every now and again, you'd have a massive addition which would completely revitalize everything. Instead of there being 1 jets, there's 5. Instead of there being 1 tank, there's 3. Instead of there being 0 oppressors, there's 2. Instead of there being no jetpacks, there's a jetpack. All these additions that were slowly added, slowly started changing how GTA was played. It no longer became a game of getting an armored crew and go around and shoot people. It became a game of getting your oppressor, getting your Froster, getting your Runa 2000, getting your Deluxo, getting your Stromberg, and go round and shoot missiles at people. And the worst of these additions, we all know what it is. It's the Oppressor Mark II. This is what changed GTA forever. Before that, it was tolerable. You know, it wasn't fun. You didn't want to deal with it, but you could deal with it. You weren't at the mercy of a stupid thing. And then the Oppressor Mark II came out in the nightclub update, and it completely changed how GTA was played. It gave griefers such a big tool. The only good thing about the Oppressor Mark II was the mobility. However, the mobility is so far out of what GTA is that it shouldn't even be in the game. But the amount of times I have saved time going back and forth from places whilst doing CEO missions, whilst doing restocking missions for my businesses because of the oppressor, it's great in that regard. But the amount of times I've been blown up, nah, it ain't great. And then slowly after all these changes came out, you know, they released several different things, and then they've released another set of several different things. There was just too much in the game, futuristic, and it just took away from the immersion that GTA had. These items weren't in past GTAs. Hopefully they're not in future GTA, but they were in current GTA. And it took away from what GTA actually stood for. You know, you're a crime boss, trying to create your empire, trying to evade the law, trying to do all these things without losing whatever you have built. And then came the futuristic vehicles, you know, a jetpack. Why is there a jetpack in a video about becoming a crime lord? All these things slowly added up to take away the fun of GTA. And slowly but surely, the player base started to go down and people started to get burnt out and people didn't want to play GTA anymore. You know, they had other commitments, they had other games which they wanted to play. And slowly but surely, GTA became one of the games that you would play on a regular basis to now one of the games which you play every now and again because you feel like playing it.